Welcome. My name is Danielle Thornton, and I am a life coach and course creator. If you want to know if the thought or feeling or whatever's coming up for you is actually relationship OCD, stay tuned. So the question today is this really relationship OCD? And we're talking about the thoughts that you get, the feelings that you get, the questions that you have. And the answer to this question is it does not matter. So what you're doing is you're thinking that if you can figure out if that thought is relationship OCD, then your relationship is okay. Or if you can figure out what love really is, and if that feeling that you're having is really love, then everything will be okay and you'll have that certainty and you won't have any more anxiety. But the reality is that it doesn't matter whether the thought is relationship OCD or if you figure out that it's really love or if you figure out that this person is the one. Because the reality is you're never going to know. There's not a place in your brain that says, oh yes, this thought's relationship OCD and this thought isn't. Thoughts are just thoughts. They're just that, what they are. The thing that you do need to know, though, is that what you're experiencing is just fear. Whenever you have a thought or a belief or a feeling, and the feeling is actually coming from a thought that gives you a lot of anxiety or brings up a lot of feelings or uncertainty, then there's a thought attached that causes you a lot of fear and anxiety and uncertainty. And the really good thing about that is that you don't have to continue to ruminate over the thought and figure anything out or define what love really is. All you have to do is deal with the fear. And fear is always dealt with in the exact same way, which is a great thing. So it really doesn't even matter whether it's relationship OCD, whether it's relationship anxiety, or even what form of OCD that you're dealing with. And so there are healthy and unhealthy ways of dealing with fear. Unhealthy ways of dealing with fear are avoidance, not really dealing with it at all, or trying to push it away. Anytime you're reassurance seeking or trying to get answers outside of yourself from Google or books or really somebody else, trying to get answers or just calm that anxiety from anything outside of you, that's not going to help. If you're ruminating on the thoughts or trying to analyze or get rid of the fear in that way, that's something that is unhealthy and isn't really going to get you to the solution. And then really trying to predict or control your future. Obviously, that is something that we all try to do. It's human nature, but the reality is we can't. We can't predict our future. We can learn how to react and we can learn how to cope, but none of us know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. So if you ever find yourself trying to figure out if that thought is relationship OCD, if what you're feeling is relationship OCD, or if you're trying to figure out what love really means, thinking that's going to give you some certainty, it's really important that you slow down and remind yourself that it's just fear. Because when you're attacking it from a place of, is this relationship OCD or is it not? Number one, you're never going to get to an answer. If you're reassurance seeking and trying to figure that out outside of yourself, you're never going to get an answer. You're going to a place where there are no answers. What the answer is, determine that what you're experiencing is just fear. And when you can get to the root of the problem, and this is really important. So let's say you have cancer, okay? And one of the symptoms of that cancer might be a sore throat. Or fatigue, right? And so you're taking a lot of naps to try to ease that symptom of fatigue that you're having. But when in reality, the issue is that you actually have cancer. You need to be able to get to the root of that problem. And once you know what the root of the problem is, then you can actually treat it. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. The root of the problem isn't relationship OCD necessarily. It isn't relationship anxiety necessarily. It isn't that you don't know what love is, and it isn't about your feelings. It's really about fear. And that is the root of the problem that you need to get to if you want to experience relief. So if you're needing more support with this journey, if you want to learn how to get to the root and how to heal it from the inside out so that you can be more confident and happy, have a much better relationship with your partner right now, then I have a wonderful solution for you. I personally experience relationship OCD and relationship anxiety, and I have put everything I learned into a course, not just from exposures to reassurance seeking, but many, many layers underneath of that that is really going to help you in so many areas of your life. Check out the link below. It's a group coaching program that's going to walk you through step by step the process that's going to help you get to exactly where you want to go. The other great part is it's extremely cost effective, especially compared to therapy, which sometimes can be somewhat of a long process if you can even find somebody that knows about relationship OCD. So check out the link below and subscribe to my channel here for more information. Just know that healing is possible. I am with you every step of the way, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.